Hey, I hope you have a cup of coffee or something and you're ready to sit back and enjoy another tutorial. This tutorial is going to be all about the box that Linda taught us to make in the DigiChicks the other day. This is just going to be a quick one that shows exactly how to make this. Linda had made hers, if you look up above me at my Silhouette software, Linda made hers with the score lines being scored in Silhouette. However, she had you cut the outer edges by hand. So together we were able to come up with a new plan so that you could simply score and cut everything in Silhouette and get things ready to put together. So let's get started. Okay, when you get your components, this is what you're going to get. This is the base of the card. These are the pieces that go on the outside of the boxes. You see these pieces here. And on the back there are some that are like just squares rather than these modified triangles. You get some little flower pieces if you'd like to use them. And these little triangle pieces here go right on this piece right here. So the first thing that I recommend you do after you unzip it is do this piece first. It doesn't have to be a print then cut. You can just cut it. So when you go to send, you want to make sure that when it comes in, if it comes in as simple, you don't just cut it like that. You have to go to line. And once you're in line, you'll notice there are two line colors in this, green and black. Green stands for the score lines. So when I check on this and I click this, notice it does say score right there. Now based on my machine and my blade, I want to come down here and change the blade depth or maybe even the force. I recommend you do a test right down here before you go crazy doing these things. Do a test before you waste tons of materials. But that's for your score. Now, if I click on this one is the black lines, which are the cut lines. If I click on this black, down here it tells me cut, and it tells me the blade depth and the things for that. But I'm going to start with the green first. I always like to start with the score lines before I do cut lines. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in my portrait machine. Okay, I sent the files here. It's done cutting and scoring. So I'll remove it and bring it over here so you can see what we do next. Just take this out. Here is the base of our card. And I'm going to put this the same way that it looks up on my mat, up on my screen up there. So let's see. Yeah, this is the way it is. So here are these little triangles right here that are score lines that I have to bend down. The first ones are supposed to be mountain folds. Okay, like that. Those are what are called mountain folds. Kind of look like a mountain coming up by you. The second group of lines in are supposed to be valley folds. And sometimes it's easier to bring it over onto the opposite side and just make them mountain folds. So if they're mountain on this side, they're valley on the other side, and that works perfectly. So I'm just kind of working this a little bit. Try not to get it too bent up weird. As Linda said the other day during the DigiChicks, you just have to carefully work with it. I am using a rather thin cardstock, so I have a little tear right there, but I think it will be okay. So I'll turn this back over. Here's my mountain fold and my mountain fold, and then my valleys. Make sure those are going in like the valley. Did I not do that? There and there. Okay. Okay. So there's my valley and my mountain. Mountain, mountain. And then over here we have the same. The valley and the mountain. That gets folded under. Then we just kind of play with this until it's going to come over here and fit just perfectly like this. I'm going to play with this a little bit more. Okay. Let me Again, just bring this over. See how that's fitting perfectly there? So what I'm going to do then is once I get this and manipulate it a bit so it kind of gets soft and you kind of can, they say you can train paper. Seems sort of weird to me, but I'm kind of training it to go where I want it to go. So then what I'm going to do is put a little glue right under this edge. And if you're not sure where to put the glue, I can kind of look at this now and I know I put it there and here. Let's see where else. And here. So I'll go ahead and put my glue on those spots. And then when I glue things, I usually like to hold things to about the count of 35. I don't know. Lots of times if I'm waiting for things, I count to 35. Different reasons I count to 35. It's some special number to me, I guess. So I'll just hold this like this once I get it set into place perfectly. Okay. Then I'm going to hold that just like that till I count to 35. Okay, there's that. So then the rest of this box goes together quite easily. You just kind of fold on these score lines and then just figure out the last piece you're going to put in will be the piece with the little thumbnail, the little thumb area so that you can open the box. So let's check this out now. Let's see. If this is the last piece that's going to go on, I think I'll glue this piece down like this first. So this piece right here, and you can kind of work this out yourself, which pieces get glued where. But I'm going to glue that like that, making sure it stays like a nice box. It's going to help make it sturdy. All right, let's see. The next thing I'll glue is this piece right in here. But again, I mean, don't get concerned too much about which ones I'm gluing because it probably really doesn't matter. But as I said, I know that the last ones that I glue, and I'll just kind of smush this down, kind of make it even. There we go. Oops, put my fingernail through this thin paper. Okay. And so the last one I'm going to glue down, or the last one I'm going to put in is this one right here. So I don't glue anything else. That's just going to stay just like that to close our box. So the box is finished perfectly like that. And now I'm going to cut out the extra pieces and put those on the side. I think you probably understand how to do that. So rather than making this tutorial even longer than what it is, I'll leave it go at this. So that's it. That's how you make this really super cute box. And inside of here you can put some candies, some, I don't know, you tell me in the comments down below, what would you put in here for a little gift? Isn't it cute though? I think it's super cute, and it's just so odd that you make that out of one piece of paper and you're able to make these folds like that. So I hope you like this. Down below this video, I'll have the link for you where you can get this file for free along with the other things that you had seen up on the screen. We can go back to that if I can find my mouse. There he is. So if I go back to design up here, you'll see you get the pieces like this that go on the top. You can get some flowers and some leaves. Make these any colors you want. And again, you can see how beautiful Linda's turned out. Okay. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified when I add new videos or when I go live. I sure appreciate it. And if you're in the market to buy something, hey, please use my links down below. It gives me a smidgen of a little teeny tiny commission, and it helps to keep PattyAnnesPlace going. So again, thanks again for joining me. Join us over in our Facebook group. Show us what you've been making. See you again soon. Bye.